What's up everybody, welcome to another one of my videos. Now this one may be a little bit different than you are used to. I'm trying to help everyone who has a YouTube channel out a little bit because I've been getting a lot of messages, a lot of comments, people saying how do I make a custom thumbnail. So this one is really geared towards people who have fitness YouTube channels, but you know, you might want to stick around just for fun, but if you aren't interested in this kind of information, then you can definitely just skip this video. I'm sorry that this one is not quite as interesting as usual. But if you're going to stick around, this is actually pretty interesting stuff, because look at this channel. Now, this is my main channel. This is Humorous Fitness. All of these thumbnails are done. You know, they're edited, they're custom. They have nice text. It's an aesthetic spot that I chose in the video, and I snapshot that and used it as a screenshot because it's relevant, it's also interesting, and they make you want to, it grabs your attention, you know, it makes you want to click on it, especially when this is listed next to other ones that are not edited. Now this is my secondary channel. I don't usually edit my thumbnails because I don't really have that much time. This channel is more based on me just putting up stuff and not putting any effort into it. That way it's just fun and it's just real. Very transparent. But there's no thumbnails, right? Like they're all just random grabs that YouTube did itself. And there you go. See, I did a couple custom thumbnails here, and look at the difference. Look how much better it looks when you do a custom thumbnail compared to when you don't. You know, sometimes it'll grab a dumb part of the video that doesn't even, you know, look good or pertain to anything, and it's not going to get anyone to click. Like, no one's going to click on this. Someone might click on this because I got lucky, but you know what I'm saying? It's so much better to just control that and make sure that your stuff looks appealing, right? But how do you do a custom thumbnail? That can be very tricky at first, but it's actually pretty simple. A thumbnail has to be in a 16:9 ratio. Now that means, so like 1080p, like you're used to on YouTube, is actually 1920 by 1080, or 720p is 1080, I think, by 720p. So as long as the ratio is correct, then you can use any sort of picture as long as it's in that ratio. But generally, I just like to use an editing program and then take a snapshot from that because it'll already be in the correct format. Now, I'm using Sony Vegas Pro 10. You can use whatever you want. This is what I use right here. Sony Vegas Pro 10. You can use whatever you want to, but I'm just going to use this, and you can kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to tell you from what I'm showing you in here. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to open up your video project and find a spot that looks appealing. So say, I mean, I guess I already have one right here, so I'm just going to go to it right here. He's making a face. I'm laughing at him. It's beautiful, right? Let me take all this off so we can do this fresh. Then what you want to do is you want to, let me start this raw for you. That's what it looks like. You find the spot that you like, then you should crop it. If you're in Vegas, you're just going to right click and then you're going to go to crop. If you're on anything else, I have no idea, just find crop. And then you're just going to crop it down so that your faces are in the frame, just a little better. The closer, I can always give you this tip. This is a great tip for everything. Always get closer to the face when you're making a thumbnail, because the closer you are to the face, the more motion there is. Look at this. If you're like way back here, that's not as interesting, but if we're right here, you know what I mean? It's just my reaction in his face. That's awesome. That's what people want to see. So you choose your spot, and now you're going to put font there. Now this is important, I think. A lot of people use regular fonts that are not exciting, but go to dafont.com, DAFONT.com, and check this place out. It has all sorts of different themes and whatnot. You can choose what kind of font you want to actually use. And if you know, you can go like, oh, I want to be like a badass channel, so I'm going to use all like eroded stuff. Or you're like, oh, I'm kind of a cutesy girl channel, I'm going to use some like cartoony stuff. This is really cute for like Jessica Peppers or something. This would be adorable. Now, make sure, absolute sure, that you come to more options and then you press 100% free. If you don't do this, you're likely going to use someone's copyrighted stuff, and then you could be in big trouble later. But if you click 100% free, this is all Creative Commons stuff. They've already agreed that you can use this for commercial use, for YouTube, for ad money, for anything. You can use this on the front of your album cover if you want to. And there's all these good choices. and then you can just panel through all the different themes and like look guys, this is a font style I've used, just saying. I don't know if you guys know where that's from. Come on, someone's got to pick that out. But you can use all these different fonts. They're all great and fantastic. So let's just grab one randomly. We're gonna go with who knows, we'll go with single sleeve here. We're gonna click download. You're gonna open it. It's gonna download as a zip, so you're gonna open the zip, and there's gonna be just look for a .ttf file. That's what you want, .ttf. That's a total type font. Then open up your little start right here menu on the Windows and punch in fonts. That's it. And then just punch or click the fonts folder here. It'll open up here. And this is what you need to do. You need to find the fonts folder, open it up, drag the TTF over onto the fonts, and then it will transfer the font file into your fonts, and it's as simple as that. It's done. It's the font's in there, and that's it. It's awesome. So like now you can use that. Let's make a demonstration. Now you can use that on any program because the font's transferred to the computer's font folder. So any program can use them. What was the name of that? Single sleeve? That's cute. Single sleeve. Someone's like, don't sing. Ooh. Oh, actually, I like that text a lot. It's very cool. So let's say like John and Brian love all. John and Brian are not lame. That's right. We're not lame. Okay, so if you're just doing a default thing, you don't want to save this, right? This looks like crap. So let's fix this. Let's make this fit the frame and make it visible, because remember, it's going to be very small. It's likely going to look about this big on most people's screens because they're going to be looking at it from a computer, or even if it's on mobile, maybe even like smaller. So you want to make sure that the text is very large. Now, I don't know what program you're using, but in mine it's called leading. Sometimes it's called spacing, I believe. And it controls the amount of space between the lines. So you want to make those close. That always looks good. Make them very close to each other. And then you can choose the tracking or the kerning, and that'll be how far apart the letters are. Now I kind of like on this one a little bit farther apart because it's kind of comical looking. And finally, if you're using an advanced program, which if you're using a Windows Movie Maker or something, or iMovie, it's not advanced. But if you're using like Final Cut Pro or Vegas or something like this, you should be able to put a drop shadow on it. Oops. My computer's messed up a little bit. Let me just skip through this real quick. You should be able to put a drop shadow on it, and it'll make this nice little black rim around the text, and that makes it really pop out. You know what I mean? Because then, when you crop it to fit the frame where you want it to fit, see that? It really pops because that drop shadow. Then you want to just center your text so it looks nice and good and readable, and in between your faces. Don't make it overlap anything. And so now we have a great action scene. We have two of us. You can see both our faces. Then in the negative space, always try to make sure there's negative space. It's a big help in thumbnails. Put the text, and that's it. In Vegas, you press this little snapshot button right here, right above the preview panel, and you can punch in whatever you want. Honestly, I just keep doing the folder structure that it gives me. So I have, look how many thumbnails I have, guys. Look at this, check it out. Let me just scroll like slow. I have over 1,000 thumbnails. It goes really far. We're in the PNGs. In the JPGs, it goes hard. It goes very hard. We're at 350. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up in this because I'm excited to show you guys this. Look at this. You know how long I've been making thumbnails, boys and girls? A long time. A long time. Shazam. Look how old these ones are. Okay, anyways. Then you just click save. Boom. Yes, I want to replace it. And that's it. You have a thumbnail saved. You can choose wherever you wanted to save it, and you have a thumbnail saved. Now you just come over, and when you're uploading something, I'm just gonna upload something random real quick. When you're uploading something, you'll be able to choose a custom thumbnail. And it's as simple as just navigating down to wherever that thumbnail was, which I honestly don't remember what was. Oh, awesome, landed on it right here. Just double click it, or just click and click open, boom. It'll start processing, and once it's processed, boom, you can see. This is a great time to also see how it looks when it's small. If it looks crappy, you can't see the text, redo it. Don't be like, oh, I spent so much time. Just redo it. It's very important. Now, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to make a thumbnail if you don't have any advanced programs at all, and all you have is just, you know, iMovie or something, and you have your videos out and you want to make thumbnails for them. Check this out. Go to whatever video it is that you want to take a thumbnail of, and also I'll just say it's this one. Prelude Brian Sheets. Oops, my browser's all weird. Hold on. Let me gather over there. Boom, Humorous Progress. If you guys aren't following my second channel, Humorous Progress, please do. It's the best channel ever. So you open the YouTube video, it starts playing, you full screen it, right? Make sure that you full screen it, that's important. This whole entire, here we go. Here's the only action shot that looks alright in here. All you're gonna do is pause the video. You can do this using the space bar. That helps you to navigate the video without, you know, closing full screen. Go back just a few seconds before wherever you like, and then play. And you're gonna press, okay, look at your keyboard. Above the insert and the home and the delete and the end and the page up and down buttons, there's a little block of buttons that say, one of them says print screen / sysrq, SYSRQ. Print screen is the button you're looking for. I don't know what it is on Macs, but on Windows it's going to be print screen. You're going to click that button and it's going to take a screenshot, and then it's just going to be saved. You're going to have to paste it into Paint, but we'll do that in a second. So play your video, let the bars of YouTube fall out, right? And then when you're ready to take the thumbnail, you're just going to press print screen right now. Okay, right? We did it. Now we're going to close this, and on pretty much any Windows, you're gonna have Paint. So open up Paint. Check this out, guys. This is cool. Now on your keyboard, press Control and V. That's it, Control and V. It should paste a whole huge screenshot. Now if you're in Paint, you're gonna press Resize if you want to make it a little smaller so it's not freaking crazy huge, but it really doesn't matter. You can just zoom out too, that's the other thing. And now, what we have here is our thumbnail. Well, it's a horrible action shot because I didn't get it right, but you know, you get the idea, you'll get it right. Now you just press the letter box up here, drag a square as big as you want the letters to be, because that's the only way that Paint does this. And you can do the same thing with the defont thing and have a custom font. You can use whatever font you want up here. And you can play with it over here. So what was the other one? It was called like Silly or something like that. It was, what was it? Why am I forgetting? Girl, oh girl, why do I forget your name? Single sleeve. Here it is. So let's say this one is cheat meals. Now the disappointing thing with Paint is there's no ability to kern or space at all. So this is the choice you get. The only other thing you can do is make it, I don't know, bigger or smaller. That's cool. Now you choose white. White's gonna look good, or you can choose whatever color you really like. It doesn't actually honestly matter. And place it wherever you want. Click off of it, and there's the thumbnail. We just save it the same as we saved the other thumbnails, as a JPEG or PNG, and we'll call this Cheat Meals Tutorial. I feel like one of those nerdy dudes that's at the computer and he's like, oh, we're just gonna name this. We're gonna .jpg this. So let me show you guys what it looks like when we upload that Paint one as an actual thumbnail. And Paint works just fine. If that's all you have to work with, it's better to make that than nothing at all. You should definitely make something. Now here it is. Here's the thumbnail that we just made out of Paint. and I'm using it as my new thumbnail for this video because I never make thumbnails for the second channel. Boom, just like that. Super easy, no big deal at all. Now you guys know how to do it as well. It's gonna improve your channel's look a lot, and believe me, that sets you levels and leagues above other channels. So make sure you're putting in the effort to have that production value that other people don't have, because that can set you apart from the next guy who's doing the same thing as you, who's showing people how to make fruit pops and oatmeal and you know, squatting 315 and stuff. But then yours has nice videos and it has nice thumbnails and it's put well together. There's music, intros, outros, all that's very important. And I think I might do a small YouTube series in the future just of tips and tricks just for creators, just to help you guys out, because I feel like I have a good grasp of things that that appeal to people. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and please leave a comment for me. I'd really appreciate that. You guys are the best. You're just the sickest support, and I'm really sorry if this is disappointing you. If you made it this far, I don't know why you would still be watching. If this is disappointing you, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to just make a non-fitness related video. I apologize. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Team Beyond the Week. Big J.
Lift heavy or die MIRIN!
Yeah!